Oh my, said the soul to spirit, we are one, and nothing's going to ever change that. Oh my. Isn't there some kind of other saying that said the spider to the fly? Anyway, my sweethearts, thank you for coming on, Lisa and Jen. You know, you don't usually hear people call each other sweetheads. And if you're lucky, you'll be called sweetheart. But we want to say sweet soul, sweetheart. They're all nice. They're all nice remembrances, aren't there? We're going to have a little stream this morning that just kind of recaps just the purification process of what we're all up to as divine beings, seeking and striving for divine experience. We're not divine beings having the human experience as much as we are divine beings seeking to have divine experiences, right? And I think you all know that. But it's a nice Sunday. I'm off to the church in a little bit to lead a reading. And I don't know, for a guy that's kind of semi-retired, I'm just feel like I just always got something going on. But it's all good because it's all love. There's the secret sauce right there. Everything we do it with love. And we do it for you, Lord. And it makes it so sweet. That's why you can be a sweetheart and a sweet head, even the sweet head. So, all right, we'll see who else jumps on. Usually we'll get a straggler that's going to come in, and I got someone to subscribe this morning. Every now and then I see the little thing that says someone subscribe to Sacred Soul Meditation. We're over 100 people that come on this line. They come, they watch secretly, because I make those videos, and they just someone recently said, "Thank you. I want to be part of your teachings because you are helping me and humanity." So anyway, having said all that, my dears, let's get down to spiritual consciousness. This is called purification is continuing fast. Purification is continuing. It hasn't stopped. It's continuing and it's continuing fast. I love that. Then it says, you are today, yes, exactly now, through your divine heart, through your divine heart, you are preparing for what comes next. Wow. Remember yesterday, one of those mirrors was that if you admire something, that's our future, right? So can you just for a moment, bring some future into you and just hear this first thing that you are today, yes, exactly now, through your divine heart. Can you just take a moment and be blessed by your divine heart? Or you bless the divine heart. Hello, Kathleen. So glad you came on board. Yes, indeed. It more than two or more are gathered, and there is the Christos right in the midst of them. But I just happen to believe that even if just one, the one is always the one, and the one is always with you. So I don't think we ever lose that presence. We don't ever, ever, never lose that presence. So today we start exactly now through an awareness of our divine heart. And it is in being in the present moment, it's preparing for our next thing. You don't have to think about the next thing, just be pure of heart in this moment. And that will take care of the next thing. You'll never have to worry about a thing when you just can be in a pure heart in this present moment, and it will take care of the next thing. So we don't ever need to worry about the next thing. It is a bit like peeling layers from an onion, this idea that we're preparing for the next beautiful moment, moment of connection with the divine heart, right? That it's like peeling layers from an onion. Each experience, this is kind of like our mirrors yesterday. Each experience which you have created for yourself is a layer, to be inner understood. So, do you have yourself figured out yet to some degree, or whatever is natural for you? Both, human natural and also divine natural, and you've somehow found the balance of both of those and the camaraderie of both of those. So each experience which you have created for yourself is a layer to be inner understood. To be inner understood. I have something about going within. We always hear about that on this station, on this broadcast. Each experience which you have created for yourself is a layer to be inwardly or inner understood, and then peeled away with love and gratitude. All right. So this moment has just is passing. The moment that you realize it's the moment, then it has already passed to the next moment. You know what I'm saying? So just let them peel. Just let these moments, after you've really dived into and acknowledged and was blessed with, and you blessed your divine heart, my dears. Just just now, just once it's peeled away, you can peel away this moment. Do it with love and gratitude. Do it with love and gratitude. That's why you don't have to think about the next thing, because you are, number one, you're in loving, and then number two, you're in gratitude. So how can the next moment be any worse than this one? But we could say, how could the next moment now be better than this one? All right? That's where we play. Regardless of the choice you made sometime in the past, once you have fully embraced it and felt it, you remain pure again. So, whatever, regardless of the choice you made sometime in the past, so you could probably come up with one right now, some choice you made in the past, right? And regardless, though, of that choice, if you came up with one, regardless of it, you made some time in the past once you have fully embraced it. So, if we haven't really fully embraced it yet, let's just give it a big hug, something that you might just have go back in your memory bank and pull up one thing. And regardless of the choice at the time, now is the time you can go back and fully embrace it and feel it. I call it, it's like, you know, having the ability to edit your film of life, past, present, and future. You can always go back and just create a new scene, a new awareness, anytime, anywhere, my dears. You just peel the experience, peel it with love and gratitude, and you remain pure again. You remain pure again as soon as we do that little practice, that we edit whatever needs to be edited until it has just this one thing: love. Love and presence. Loving presence. Loving presence is all around us. Loving presence is our love boat. So jump right on. Let's sail away. Loving presence is our love boat. Bang. Let's go on the love boat. Let's jump on the love boat today. Hello, Narayan. I'm so glad you came. It's amazing on a Sunday morning that you all decided to show up here. Oh, gee, that's all I can say. I'm so grateful for you. So once you've gone back, if you've gone back to a past and you've now reconnoitered with it and have edited the film and blessed it with love and light, and peeled it away with love, and you're feeling now to probably the warmth of being at one with your creator and presence and spirit more. Every time we do something like that, every time we treat something or put the salve of love, put the salve of divine. If it wasn't a good experience, my dears, we can edit it just like that. We can edit our whole life just like that right now by putting love in this moment and blessing all the other moments that have been in the past and this one now. and also any ones that are coming in the so-called future. We can do it because right now we could and can feel the warmth of being at one with our Creator, the loving presence, the infinite spirit right now. Yeah, the goal never changes. They get ever more present. They never change. They just get ever more present because you cannot and we cannot ever escape our true nature. You'll hear about that in a moment. Then this says the Father and I are one. Success and joy, my Father and I are one. Success and joy, success and joy, success and joy, my Father and I are one. Success and joy, my Father and I are one. Success and joy, success and joy, my Father and I are one. Yeah, it is our willingness, my dears, to experience completely what is in front of us, right here, right now, moment to moment, moment to moment. Oh my goodness, moment to moment, to fully, to makes you fully spiritual. This moment, completely what is in front of you, moment to moment, that makes you fully spiritual. Wow. I mean, if you have the eyes on the prize, there's no need to let the eyes go any other place, right? If you have your eyes on the prize, this present moment, Divine Mother's light, perhaps, or Krishna and his and Govinda, Radha, Krishna, Sita, Ram. It is your willingness to experience completely what is in front of you, moment to moment, that makes you fully spiritual. That's what we're shooting for. And keep peeling off the layers of whatever else comes up, right? There's layers. Definitely there are layers. So if there's a problem, solve it immediately. Bless it with love. Bless it with love and light. Bless it with love and light and gratitude. Ooh, bless it with love, light, and gratitude. So if there's a problem, solve it immediately. Make your peace with whoever needs your love. See, this is just a little kind of a exercise in repurifying ourselves, just in little ways that this is worded and being shared with us right now. So if you have a problem, solve it immediately. Make your peace with whoever needs your love too. Wow. Forgive and forget while we're at it. We take no baggage on this journey together, this says. We take no baggage on this journey together. The new earth reality, as you all know us, hear us talk about that, the new earth reality is our goal. And to be that frequency of love, truth, honesty, and integrity and gratitude and all these things that we're talking about is the whole, your forerunner of the new earth race, of the new earthlings, right? With a whole new consciousness. Can't even say you're part of the earth, you're more part of spirit. And that gives you the ability to be spirit soul while on this planet, while we peel the onion and be present to each thing. Edit the past, be present now, and whatever comes up, one light, one love. Yeah, whatever comes up. So the new earth reality is our goal, and to be that frequency of love, truth, honesty, and integrity, right, is our goal. So accept the outer chaos, though. We want to accept the outer chaos with grace, with grace. Yeah, with grace, with humility, right? With tenderness, with compassion, with forgiveness, whatever we need. So accept the outer chaos with grace. Deal with what needs dealing with, one thing at a time. Wow. One thing at a time. We can do this. We are doing it. This will lift your frequency one thing at a time. Whatever needs dealing with, one thing at a time. This will lift your frequency exponentially, and everyone else's too. Whoa, because we're in everyone, right? Everyone is our brother and sister, our sibling, as a matter of fact, totally connected to us. There's no separation between us, as a matter of fact, as you know and you understand to some degree, right? But yeah, accept the outer chaos with grace. Deal with what needs dealing with, one thing at a time. Good, good, a little purification time in this stream this morning. Because as we read this, as we feel this, as we remember this, it just brings the frequency up, my dears, exponentially. And everyone else's too. For we are one light, one love. We are one light, one love. So blessings all. Pass it on. Pass on the blessings. Help others ignite their inner light. Wow. Help others. And how do we do that? We keep our light on. If it goes out, we put it right back on, right? We have an ever ready, not only battery, but a candle, ever ready, always lit. The light of love, the light of Divine Mother's presence. Wow. So help others and ignite their inner light while you're at it, while you're at it, while you're at this thing called living. My dears, help others ignite their inner light. Stay calm and peaceful. Simple little things we hear all the time. Stay calm and be peaceful. What a concept. Use breathing techniques. I'm aware of this breath. I might even hum on the exhale. Just to purify my nervous system, right? So stay calm and peaceful using breathing techniques to calm the body. And don't forget to smile. Don't forget to smile. Sing, sing, dance, be joyful, for we are on our way. Transformation is speeding up. Expect miracles. Transformation is speeding up. Expect miracles. Sweet. Remember, only love is real. Are you willing and ready now to finally strip away those last few layers of that onion to reveal completely your awesome, true self with love? This was just a little message with that person called Josephine. With love, I am Josephine. We hear a lot from her, don't we? Yeah, she's got something here too for us besides what we just read. Let's go here. Yeah. Coming right up, my dears. Just be in this present moment and bliss it and bliss it and bliss it. Yeah. So this is just a little reminder too of that kingdom is within that I mentioned earlier, where all seekers begin. The kingdom within, where all seekers begin. Another just a little reminder that we are diving. Today my mind has dived deep in thee. Today my mind, chant from Yogananda, has dived deep in thee. For the pearls of love from thy depthless sea, for thy pearls of love from thy depthless sea. If I find not, I will not blame the sea. I will find fault with my diving. Today our minds are diving deep in thee for thy pearls of love from thy depthless sea. So the kingdom within, where all seekers begin. We're divers. We're divers. We're deep sea divers, my dears. Yogananda's, from this sleep, Lord, will you wake me? When I die, thou art my life. Yeah, yeah. To live forever within thee. Yeah, thou art my life. When it's time to throw in the towel, as they say, that we completely just dive for those pearls. We're in the pearls. We are the pearl. So not every path speaks the same language, this says, yet many will begin with the same invitation. Look within. Look within. Feel. Feel what's within. In just this moment. In just this breath. In my heart with the beloved. Simple Simon, right? So as they say here, Christianity speaks of a transformed heart, not merely changing your actions, but allowing your inner being to become new. So that religion does, there is some good in the religions, even though they're outdated in many cases, there's still the nuggets of truth buried there somewhere still, or on the surface, or hidden, or not, or have been forgotten. My dears, they speak of a transformed heart, not merely changing our actions, but allowing our inner being to become new. Yeah. Ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new, ever new joy. From joy we came, in joy we live. From joy we came, in joy we live, and someday soon we will melt again, and someday soon we will melt again into ever new, ever new, ever new joy, into ever new, ever new, ever new joy, into ever new, ever new, ever new joy, into ever new, ever new, ever new joy. So Christianity, then they're putting in their work, and the Bhagavad Gita calls for mastery over the restless mind. Bhagavad Gita calls for mastery over the restless mind, and nothing better to take care of that restlessness of the mind, my dears, is to cloister that mind in your heart space. And as we started to just totally embrace, edit the films of past experiences in that heart space so you have a pure heart going on in this present moment. A pure heart, a pure motive. Motive speaks volumes. What is our motive? The whole universe responds to our motive immediately. Immediately. So the Gita calls for mastery over the restless mind, and to act without attachment. We spent, for those who come to the Gita, we spent, I don't know, two months on just learning how to let go, the renunciation of all those things that take us outward bound, not looking within, but looking out. Yeah. So the Bhagavad Gita calls for mastery of that restless mind, to act without attachment. Beautiful. And to discover the self beyond the ego. Okay, I know this is just a little review today, my dear. Sit back and enjoy the fact that you are on this path. that you are in the groove, that you are witnessing right here and now the divine potential that for many times we just kept buried within ourselves, right? If we just take one thing at a time, if we just love one breath, one moment at a time, we'll be just fine. Now, what does Buddhism say? Buddhism teaches that suffering begins in the mind. Ooh, wouldn't you say? Would you agree with that statement, my dears? Buddhism teaches that suffering begins in the mind. And when the mind becomes clear, all clear, dear, and when the mind becomes clear, compassion and wisdom naturally arise. So that's that beautiful compassion and deep, 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 feeling that the Buddhists have. Because when the mind becomes clear, there's a complete compassion. Wisdom naturally arises. There's a couple more examples here. The Tao Te Ching. The Tao Te Ching whispers, flow. It says flow, flow rather than force. Be humble rather than pride. The deepest strength is often invisible. Little grasshopper. Oh, Master Po. It feels like that show my dad and I used to watch. The Tao Te Ching whispers, flow, grasshopper, rather than force. Be humble, grasshopper, rather than proud. The deepest strength is often invisible, little grasshopper. Okay, Master Po. I understand, Master Po. Thank you, Master Po. Yeah. And different paths, have different words, different destinations according to their own teachings, yet they all ask one question. They all ask one question. Who are you when the noise of the world becomes silent? Who are we when we have moments alone with ourselves? Who are we when we walk from point A to point B? Who are we when the world becomes silent? Are you merely the body, merely the ego, merely your thoughts, or is there something deeper waiting to awaken? The greatest journey, my dears, is not across oceans, it's across the landscape of your own consciousness. Oh, that seven mirror thing that we did yesterday was quite a landscape of consciousness that we saw, we heard. Truth does not fear investigation. Ooh. It welcomes sincere questions. It invites humility. Truth does. It asks us to seek with both an open heart and discerning mind. An open heart and a discerning mind, meaning that you have some awareness in that mind, maybe a lot of awareness in that mind. So don't follow a path because it is popular. Don't reject a path because it is unfamiliar. Seek, seek, question, reflect, and experience. This says, the deepest temple is not built with stones, but awakened within the soul. This feels so ancient to me this morning, my dears, but I can never tire of listening. So, which teaching has challenged your heart the most on your journey toward truth? For more reflections on spirituality, wisdom, and timeless search for truth, which teaching? And don't leave yourself out of the wise, at being the wise woman and the wise man, my dears. Don't leave yourself out and think of somebody else, outsource it to somebody else to answer that question, although that's fine. Of course, we have our mentors, we have our teachers, and we love them unconditionally. But don't forget that self of yours that's really leading the charge, that really is in charge of today, that higher self. that speaks so gently and sweetly to you, that loves you unbelievably across the board, no matter what, and no matter where, and no matter when. It loves you unconditionally. And I think that is worth our our post today, right? Our broadcast, our love cast today was just the remembrance of those things that we shared so simply. So I hope you enjoyed it. You made the morning, my dears. You make the morning. It's the morning of my soul. It's the dawning of my joy. I'm a child of the infinite. It's the morning of my joy. It's the glory of my soul. It's the dawn of awakening. We're sons and daughters of God, my dear. So thank you so much for coming online. I'll see you in the beauty. I'll see you in the beauty. I'll see you in this present moment as well. All right. Where we all gather are already here. All right. Let's do some ohms to complete this broadcast and complete receiving the rest of the blessings pouring into us right now. Inhale the breath. Oh. Let's go again, my dears. One more om for good measure. Just to keep us just absolutely balanced and just so simple today and so joyous today. One more. Oh. All right. And we just make sure that we have rebooted the love fountain that we have going on in our consciousness. We love, and the compassion that's happening in our chest, in our hearts. So much love, forgiveness. And then finally, we just love to just let it flow. Let it flow, little grasshopper. Let it flow. No force is needed, little grasshopper. So thank you, Master Po, who joined us this morning. And thank you for all your guides and teachers. And thank you for this omnipresent, loving presence that is always here and now. Aho. Love y'all. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great Sunday, Kathleen. A great Sunday. And we'll see you on Monday if God ordains. All right. Love you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Aho.